Oh, man. Hey, how we doing, guys? KLBELVIN here. Been a little while since I scoped. How we doing? Welcome. My little one back there. Say hi, KL. So unenthusiastic. Anyway, how we doing, guys? I really just wanted to say, I got to remember to come on over here. I've been kind of fooling around on Facebook. Got to remember my Periscope family. So, Facebook Live been kind of like a new toy. You know, at Christmas, you start playing with the new toys, you kind of forget the old toys. But I just really wanted to come on. I'm not going to be on too long. I got to get on this road and head home from Delaware. It's been a successful weekend. Since you're the first person. Wow. Ball sack, penis, age. You wrote all that by yourself? Wow. While I wait. Oh, okay. It's on today. Anyway, guys, you gotta love the trolls. But listen, real quick. I'm here in Delaware. Found a couple of places that we don't mind moving to, so we put in the applications. So now it's heading back to New York, about to get on the road. But I just wanted to come on and talk about comfort. You know what's one thing I gotta really say, and I know a lot of people going back and forth between Facebook Live and Periscope. That right there is one of the reasons why I enjoy Facebook Live over Periscope. Is that you're open to the public, but when you pretty much have more followers or more people that follow you on Facebook, you don't have as many trolls, or maybe the trolls haven't figured out how to work Facebook Live yet, but you just don't have as many trolls. I did a couple of broadcasts on Facebook Live. I don't even think I had to think about a block button. I get here after like a week or two off, and the first 2 comments is just foolishness, but you gotta love it. But really, to the subject at hand. I'm KLBELVIN, if this is your first time watching me on Scope. And normally I discuss the literary arena, the educational field, as well as most faith-based commentary, as well as relationships. But in this particular case, I just want to talk about comfort in its connection to happiness. Comfort is not happiness. Comfort is something that we like to have. Yes, we want to be comfortable at what we do. But happiness is on a whole nother level. And never confuse comfort for happiness. I've noticed in the last couple weeks, the people that I've been speaking to are comfortable at their job, comfortable in their relationship, comfortable with whatever, but then in the same breath will admit they're not completely happy. And I don't understand that. You cannot allow comfort to replace happiness, because then all you're doing is existing or settling. And those two things are not supposed to be the majority of your life. Are there things that we have to settle on? Yes. Are there things that we just have to deal with? Yes. But that doesn't mean that we stop our personal pursuit for happiness. If you don't have any other choice, then you do what you do. But in the end, there still has to be a pursuit of happiness. There has to be a push and a drive to find that level of happiness that you want for you. Do not think that that's all there is in the world, because that's so not true. God is so greater than that. God has presented us with so much more to obtain that has nothing to do with, say, personal wealth. If that's what you think is going to make you happy, listen, that's out there too. You could become a billionaire, trillionaire if you want. Gajillionaire, I think, is the next one. But the idea is that there is no cap. There's no ceiling. But you have to pursue it. You have to get up out your house. You have to just get up off your butt and go after the things that make you happy, and you will actually start to get there. And it's funny, it's just in talking to people, like I spoke to a coworker who said she has the necessary education to go in a particular direction, but when I asked her why not, she said, I'm comfortable, and I don't know if I really want to, make that move. And I'm like, wow. There's something else you want to do, but yet you won't go after. I can't do that. I am trying to create the life that I said that I wanted, that I believe is going to make me happy, and I'm going after it. And if I fail, well, I'll learn something. And so there's still something to be learned, even in failure. A lot of people don't get that, so you have to make it happen. So listen, guys, I'm not going to stay on too long. I got to get on this road. Nice, comfortable drive back to New York, about 3 hours. But I definitely want to say to you, look in the mirror ask yourself, what is it that you really want? What is it that's really going to make you happy? And then create the plan necessary and get started. Count the cost, as God said. Figure it out and then go after it. Don't think about it. A lot of people do the thinking. A lot of people do the planning. They just can't seem to get into action. And actually, my wife and I was having that conversation a couple days ago in the house. So I said, I'm going to help you get to where you have to go with the things that you say you want to do that's going to make you happy, because that's my job as a husband. But if you don't have a husband or a wife, there's still enough people around you that can help motivate you to get to where you got to go. First, you have to acknowledge what it is. Put it out there in the world. So many people want to hide, but they don't want to say what it is that's going to make them happy. You have to do that. You got to put it out there and then get the help that you need, get the motivation that you need. And then in the end, all of that's cute, but you still have to do. And the doing is the part that is the hardest part. It is the doing, because once you're doing, then there's other things that can be added that can make it a little easier. But you won't know until you start to do it. So again, guys, please don't settle on comfort. Target happiness. Go after happiness, because when you get it, you'll almost want to kick yourself in the behind and go, oh my God, this is what it feels like? Yes. Yes. And it is so much better than what you're settling for and what you're comfortable with right now. Well, guys, this is KLBELVIN on my way home. Before I go, well, my daughter wanted to let everybody know she's in the car.
What's the matter?
What's the matter, Mama? Yeah?
Where's your apple? Oh, your apple's
Her apple. So before I go, May 14th, I'll be in Woodbridge, New Jersey for the Chat and Chew. Shout out to Keisha Green. If you need tickets, shout out Keisha Green on Facebook, or Keisha Green online at yahoo.com. June 4th, I'll be in Detroit at Wayne State University for the Building Better Men Conference. The Building Better Relationship Conference has been put off until August, September. They haven't set a date yet, so it's been moved. So right now, in June 4th, is Building Better Men Conference. So we're going to look to help the brothers out in Detroit when we get there. And then July 16th, I'll be in Chicago for the Soulful Chicago Book Fair. I'll also be at APS Books and More July 15th and 17th. So I'm signing at the bookstore the 15th, the Friday, the 16th, the Sunday, 17th, the Sunday, and I'll be at the book fair on Saturday. And also I'll be back here in Delaware for 2 other events in June and August. So I'm trying to stay busy. So I'm trying to do the things that I need to do to make me happy. So I'm not just telling you, I'm living it. So I can honestly explain to you, it is not easy, but in the midst of setting it up and doing it, you start to learn a lot about yourself. You start to understand. Thank you so much for the hearts. I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. Once you get started, once you get into what it is that's going to make you happy, then you're going to be able to start to erect new plans or new directions once you're in the direction you want to be. So I'm doing it. I'm making an interstate move. I'm leaving New York at the end of June and moving here to Delaware in July, but that's not going to slow down my travel plans. So as soon as I get here, about a week or 2 later, we're on our way to Chicago. I'll be in, like I said, Detroit earlier June, and I'm doing an event here in Delaware the end of June while still getting everything together for the move. So you got to do things, and it's going to be hard work. Thank you so much. It's going to be hard work, but the idea is happiness doesn't come easy. But when you get it, when you achieve happiness, that's why at the end of Pursuit of Happiness, I watched the movie, I guess, for a lot of different reasons than other people, because I use it as part of my coaching and my counseling tools, and I definitely use it when I'm working with young men, is at the end, if you listen to his words, and he says, this piece here, this little piece here is happiness. Now, the whole movie went on, good hour and change, for you to get to the last few minutes of him saying, this right here is happiness. But you had to look at everything that he went through. That's why also in that ending scene right before he went outside, when he's sitting there across from the men that are going to offer him the job, and the man says, was it easy? To me, that's one of the greatest acting jobs that Will Smith did, because as the tear rolls down his cheek, he says, no, it wasn't. Now, we have the luxury of having watched the film to know what he went through to be in that position. Also, the power of books for all you authors. But he had no idea when he was asking him, was it easy? What he was asking, we knew. So we understood what that tear meant. He had to do yeoman's work to put himself in a position to get a job. He was doing work that he wasn't even getting paid for to put himself in a position to get a job that was going to pay him while staying in a shelter, while taking care of a child by himself. So we got to understand the road is not going to be easy, but happiness feels so tremendously wonderful that it makes it all worthwhile. It makes it all worthwhile. That is why so many people settle for comfort, because it's just easier. Comfort it's not stressing. Comfort is not hard to deal with. Comfort is nowhere near happiness. And you got to want to be happy, which means you got to fight to get to happiness. Everybody wants to be happy, but not everybody wants to put the work in. So my hope is that someone listening to this today, that someone hearing this today will actually look in the mirror and ask themselves, what if they settled on to be comfortable with instead of actually going out to be happy for? Because happiness is so much better. There was a time when I had gotten divorced that I just was so despondent with myself that I had to actually ask God, is this it? This can't be it. Now I'm happy. I got a lovely wife. I got a lovely child, and I'm in a very good position because of where I've pushed myself to be. So I can tell you that the happiness thing is real, but I'm not done. I got a few more things that I want to do before I leave this planet. How do you start that journey when you feel so alone at it? I got you. The first thing you do is take a step back, take a deep breath, figure out what are the things that you want. You're alone now. You won't be alone when you start to climb into the things that you want to do. So don't focus on being alone. Simply step back, take a deep breath, and think about the 2 or 3 or 4 things that you really want, that you believe are going to make you happy. Then you sit down and list them. Write them down. Yes, you hear it often, but it is very true. Write them down somewhere. Write them in your phone. Write them on your computer. Write them down on a piece of paper. Write them somewhere where you could see them. And then start your plan. How are you going to achieve it? Write your plan. Because as you start to get into your plan, once you start the action, because that's the next step I'm about to tell you. Once you do the planning and you agree that you see the road that it's going to require, then get to action. Get into action. Get to work. And I'm going to tell you why. When you get to work and you start working towards those goals, you're going to come in contact with other people doing the same thing. The networking, the socializing, everything, even if it's just going to other people to learn from them. So you will see that you are not going to be alone. Are there going to be a time, or are there going to be times that you're going to be alone? Yes. There was times Jesus was alone and actually said, I need to be alone. So you have to turn being by yourself into a positive. Take that time alone to reignite your battery on what you need to do, to refocus yourself if the day didn't go the way that you wanted, to become your own internal cheerleader. So when people see you and they go, my God, she goes so hard. Why? Because you don't understand. I want it. And then every now and then, take a minute to reflect. Are you still on track? Are you still focused on your goal? Is the goal still clear? Take a minute to call out to God and say, thank you for allowing me to be here. Now, that road may be done by yourself. Okay. When you get to your level of happiness, trust me, there'll be people there, because there will be people there that will celebrate you for doing it. There will be people celebrating you because they knew where you came from. There will be people celebrating you because they're celebrating the same things. So happiness is infectious. When you get to what makes you happy, there will be people there for various reasons. So you won't be alone at that point. And what you'll start to notice is the people that you'll start motivating as you're getting there. The people who will start taking notice that you are now talking about it and you're in it and you're doing it. They'll start to go, wow, I love the way he or she is making it happen. I love the way she's climbing into what she's doing, the way he's doing what he's doing. You won't be alone for too long. Like they say, misery loves company. Other side of that coin is happiness is infectious. Happiness causes people to gravitate to you where they just want to know, why are you so damn happy? They'll come. You won't be alone for too long. And if push comes to shove, you reach out to me, I'll be happy for you. So you're never alone. Main office at bravenpublishing.com is my email. I'm on all social networks, so just reach out to any one of them. Hit me up. Say, KL, I just was feeling alone today. Okay, what's up? How you feel? Let's talk. I seem to be always in a perpetual good mood. I really am. I pretty much don't let. Happiness is infectious. Now, when you go out and use that, make sure you say, I learned that from KLBELVIN. Don't jack me. Well, if you do, just keep me in thought. Say, I learned that from KLBELVIN. And I appreciate the hearts. But yes, misery loves company, but happiness is infectious. I think I'm going to write that down. Honey, yes, write that down. Misery loves company, but happiness is infectious. KLBELVIN quote. You're not writing it down. You're playing the game.
I'm about to put it on Facebook.
All right, just checking. See, that's why you got to have a wife. She's my assistant, too. She don't know it, though.
I'm your assistant.
There we go. See? I don't have to go to Ike Turner route.
I'm your helpmate.
There you go. See? Thought I was going to have to do the anime. Ike Turner had conversation. Anime. Anime. But anyway. Yes, darling. What's the matter? What'd you drop now?
You want to take your coat off?
Oh, Lord. My daughter, the performer.
Okay.
So, guys, let me get ready to get on this road. Hopefully, we will not have what we had coming down here. I ran out of gas. I got to get something fixed on my truck. I actually thought I had more gas than I did. I was wrong, but it was a learning experience. And let me tell you something. I don't ever want to be out on the side of the road with cars going by me at 80, 90 miles an hour. So, again, even in the negativity, you learn something. But, again, guys, remember, recap real quick. Yeah, I got you. Recap real quick. Comfort is not happiness. And happiness stands all by itself. Go for it. Go for it. You have nothing to lose. Go for it. And remember, misery loves company, but happiness is infectious. I will talk to you soon. This is KLBELVIN. You can find me at my website, www.bravenpublishing.com. I'm on all social media sites, Facebook, KLBELVIN, Twitter, KLBELVIN, Google+, Tumblr, LinkedIn, KLBELVIN, simply because my brand is connected to my name. So you can reach me any way that you need to reach me. Please reach out. I do public speaking, of course. I am a teacher and educator, author, poet, mentor, you name it. I've probably got a hat that I can put on. And I'm here if you need somebody to reach out to. And of course, beyond everything else, I am a man of God. So faith is at the center of all that I do. And God is the reason why I'm here, so He is the reason why I do the things that I do. So if that's not your thing, I understand. It's okay. So again, have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. I will reach out on, when I go to check the analytics, I'll reach out personally, which I try to do to everyone that stops in on my scopes to say what's up. Take care. God bless.